Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I have a Sony UBP-X700 4K Ultra Blu-ray player, and I've bought it for spares or repair. I'm now going to have a look and see if it works at all, or if I can get it to work, and if not, is there any parts in it that I can salvage. A well wrapped box to start with. Looks like it's been wrapped up well. It is in a box and it is inside bubble wrap as well. It says here, smashed salvage spares. Someone's got a sticker on that. See what's inside. Got a poly inner. Only one by the looks of it. There's no wires, no remote. Luckily, I have a remote that I think will work on it from an earlier model of Sony. But first impressions. Yeah, pretty clean. Any evidence it's been open? Possibly. So always look at the screws to see if they are kind of shinier than normal. There's a little bit of a shiny nick to that one, I think. Possibly that one as well, so maybe someone else had this apart. Alright, now I've got a adapter from another one, so I'm going to find that and plug that in. Okay, so I have this adapter from an X500, so I'm hoping the 12 volts is the right way round. I guess it should be. Let's plug that in and then power it on. So, tray opens, that green light comes on. Let's power that off and connect the HDMI cable. On the back, it's got a output for Ethernet. It's got an output for video, HDMI, and audio only, which is handy. It's got a standard coaxial digital out, and that sums it up. Right, let's power this up and see what we got. We have something, but we have noise. What's interesting is I can hear a bit of a hum coming from the unit, and obviously some noisy lines on screen. Let's put a 4K disc in straight away. I'm just interested to see if it can even read this. Now, on a plus side, it looks like it can. I wonder if there's any settings. So this is the version of software, M43R0292, but I don't think that's probably the problem, is it? Okay, so screen settings rather than system settings is what I need to be doing. So HDR output auto. That's going to turn it off. Turn some things off. Dolby Vision output off. Display type TV. Yeah, okay. Output video resolution, I'm just going to make that 1080p. Yes, we did. Yeah. Back. So the colour space. IP content noise reduction. Should we just turn that off? 3D output setting. Should we switch that off? TV screen size. Still noisy. Only 3 screws to take this off from the back. Now I managed to drop my phone, the one I use to record videos with. The corner of it kind of bounced off the lid here. I left a little dink, which is a shame. Oh, a nice big heat sink. Manufactured not very long ago, look, May 2024. So I wonder if this drive would work in the other unit I've got, the X500. Problem is, sometimes these are tied, aren't they, to the boards that they're connected to, but I'm not sure on this particular setup. So this is the output here. And it's only 12 volts going in, so I won't electrocute myself for a change. Yeah, so I've turned the monitor right down now. So that's noise from those lines. What I will do is try taking this out of the actual chassis and see if it makes any difference. Now the front has been taken off, I think, before because it's missing one screw. And this is cracked. That's just the front button, eject and USB. There's still a noise issue even with this out of the chassis. This other one must be Wi-Fi. That's probably what that one is. When you connect the HDMI to HDMI 2, which is basically an audio output only, you do see an error message, which is kind of expected, but what I don't see are the lines. Well, I thought what I'd do is take one more thing out of the equation in case it's something really trivial, and that is to use a Amazon Basics HDMI cable, because the one I've got plugged in is a little bit old. That looks to be doing the same, so not the cable. Right, let's just try the factory reset. It's now reset. I cleaned the HDMI port just in case, and I took a photo of all the pins here and had a closer look. They all look to be aligned, so something is obviously wrong on this side. Could it be anything to do with the Ethernet port, for example? Is there anything I can do to maybe switch certain things off completely? I think what I'm going to do is just get this back into the case and have a look at the software and see if it's possible to make a software update. Probably say it's already up to date. Someone's already done this. Here's a X500, and this is an older model, but you can see that not a huge amount changed in terms of the boards anyway. They both have a similar size, the same size heatsink, I think, and most of the connections, the one that the X500 is missing is the Wi-Fi adapter on the front, but everything else, oh yeah, and they're missing the audio HDMI as well, so that's the other thing. But what's interesting is the drive is the same. It's a UBP-X2, so this one is 2018, and the new one is 2024, so a lot newer. And I thought it might be fun, because I've obviously not got anywhere at the moment with those lines on the display. What I thought it might be fun to do is just try running this board with this drive. The easiest way to do this is swapping these boards out. So I'm going to take this board and put it in this machine. Right, let's do a switch. So let's pull these out again. This is a known good board. Really, so I don't damage the port on this one. Move this one out the way. Good. So if you remember, this one is sheep in wolf's clothing here. So we have an X500 in an X700 case. Is it going to moan at me? Thank you, Sony. thank you for keeping your products interchangeable. So that's good. You can run a modern drive in an old case. So 6 years really between them, wasn't it? 2018 to 2024. So I think what I'll do is put everything back together, and I will write spare on the X700, and I'll write spare drive, because for the price I paid I've got myself a backup drive in case the other one goes wrong. And the other thing as well is, if this is a customer return, then it's likely never to have really been used because of those lines. So that means that this drive is probably like new, which is a bit of a bonus. So not a bad result. Well, thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. If you have any comments, anything to add, that would be really good. Anything about those lines and whether or not you've seen anything like that,